All right, everybody, welcome to Q&A live stream number 19. That's right, guys. This is the 19th Q&A live stream. So, guys, welcome to Q&A live stream number 19, guys. This is, very exciting. I'm very happy to see you guys here. Guys, just give me 1 second. I just need to close the door just in case if we get loud and stuff. Oh, hello there, Dylan D. Jesus. How are you? Just give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Just give me 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and close that door. So I'm gonna be going live here for the next hour or so. Whoops, sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So everybody, welcome to Q&A live stream number 19. As many of you know today, if you were living in the Northeast, you basically went through a snowstorm today, and most likely your school was closed today. My school was closed today, and I just found out that I now have a delayed opening, and I already knew I was going to have a delayed opening, but yes, I do have a delayed opening tomorrow. So basically, I mean, my week is pretty short this week. I only have to go in. I only have 2 full days because I have Friday off. It's like a little winter break. But that's not what I'm talking about here today. So, in just a few moments, we're going to get started with some very exciting and breaking news that just happened today with Toys R Us. So, yeah. Well, hello to all my... That's funny. So, I want to get on with Toys R Us. So, yes, Toys R Us... some very important things to go over with Toys R Us. So Toys R Us is being reemerged as reemerged as capital TRU Kids Inc. And what's great about this is they're bringing in all the same executives who were from Toys R Us, and they will also be bringing back the Toys R Us and Babies R Us names. And not only that, but you will also have their corporate headquarters right here in New Jersey. So instead of it being up in Wayne, their new headquarters is expected to be in Parsippany, New Jersey. No. Sometimes those places just don't have elevators. It's a shame, but you know, what can you do? So life happens. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take a look at some things here. Actually, I want to show you guys the setup. What will be coming to the former JCPenney, Uniqlo, and Best Buy at Westfield Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. No, I don't follow Say Life Academy. I'm not from Texas. But yes, JCPenney. Yes, I want to go over this very quickly about JCPenney. So what we can expect in the former JCPenney space is the 2 floors of it being the first 2 floors of the former JCPenney store can be. Yeah, I'll take a look at it on Facebook. I'll take a look when I get a chance. But yes, JCPenney, the first 2 levels of JCPenney are expected to be upscale retailer stores, and I believe on the 3rd level of JCPenney, you will have a brand new Dave & Buster's. I'll take a look at it. Like I said, I'll take a look at it. Oh, right. Yeah, I have a cable box back there that I still have to install on my TV. But yeah, yes, when I get a chance, I'll get around to it. But so, anyways, guys, just wait a few more moments here. If you guys have any questions to ask me about any mall things, go ahead. I'm gonna actually bring up some more things here. There really isn't any major store closings to go over, which actually is good for once. 2019 is actually becoming a lot better year than 2018. Well, especially now with the possible comeback of Toys R Us, I think it's going to be a much better year for retail than 2018. 2018 was just a really bad year for retail. I'm sorry. But between Sears closing at Paramus Park, JCPenney closing at Westfield Garden State Plaza, several other different Sears store closures, and then you also had the closure of National Wholesale Liquidators in Lodi, the closure of many others. All right, that's cool. That's cool, I guess. Solid. So, wow. Okay then. Wow. If you guys have any other questions to ask, by all means, go ahead and ask away. I really want to get to asking people questions. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Sorry if that's like, it sounds like so dark. It's just really bored and yeah. So we'll give it a few more. We'll give people a little bit more of a chance to join. Okay, here we go. All right. But yeah, as I was saying about J.C. Penney, you can expect the first two levels of the former store to be upscale retailers, and the third level of the former J.C. Penney store, expect that to be the new Bergen County Dave and Buster's. That's what we know about. That's what I think is going to happen with the former J.C. Penney store. It's not 100% accurate, but that's my prediction as of right now. I'm not going to make an official video until the article is official about the former J.C. Penney store at Westfield Garden State, along with the former Best Buy store, excuse me, and the former Uniqlo store at the Westfield Garden State Plaza. So stay tuned for that video, guys. Oh, Meals on Wheels. Oh yeah, that's cool. Meals on Wheels is cool. That's fun. So yeah. Like I said, if you guys have any questions to ask me, please feel free. Any news if you guys want to tell me about any closures, go ahead. You know, this is what this stream is for. You guys have the opportunity to ask me questions rather than commenting them on my previous videos. Any car companies do you like? You know, I haven't really been thinking about getting a car. If I'm gonna say car company, I don't know. I mean, oh my god, I have a really bad scratch. Sorry. Sorry. Car companies. That's a good question. Probably Chrysler. I don't know. I'm like a cool like Chrysler sedan, like all American. I don't know, like that America. But yeah, I guess Chrysler maybe. Chevy. I'm like, I don't know. I might want to get a Cadillac Escalade. Yeah, something like that. GM, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, something like that. Yeah, I'd probably want like a Chrysler 200 or 300 or something. But I'd want to get a used car. I would never buy a brand new car. You know what? Unless they're like, here you go, here's a free car, here's a free brand new car, then yeah. But other than that, I don't see myself buying a new car for myself. So, anyways, so yeah, yeah. So. I want to show you guys my new monitor setup. It's pretty dope. So this is my laptop right down here. So I want to make sure nothing is showing. And this is my beautiful monitor over here that's controlling the laptop. So it's a pretty cool setup. I actually got the monitor from somebody who was downsizing, and they couldn't take the monitor with them. So I'm like, yeah. Are you friends with? Yes, I like Jim Lee. I like him. He's really interesting. He's from Houston, Texas. I enjoy his videos. He's commented on my videos before. He commented about how Kone is not so great. So, but yeah. Guys, right now for malls this weekend, a possible trip to Brunswick Square, hopefully. I've been to Houston, Texas when I was little. Yeah, I've never been there. I have a friend's dad who works down there sometimes. But yeah, I've never been to Houston. My dad's been to Dallas a couple of times, but that's about it really. So, but yeah, if you guys want to know about any malls I'm going to, Brunswick Square is possible for this weekend because I actually do have to be down there for a reason. So I'm going to try and go to that mall hopefully this weekend and film the elevator at Macy's and J.C. Penney. Unfortunately, I think the movie theater there has an elevator too, but that would require me to buy a movie theater ticket, so I'm not going to do that. So, anyways, but hopefully I'll get to go there this weekend. So, you know, because I have an event I have to go to, so yeah, that's why. But anyways, so yeah. If you guys have any questions to send me, you know, please, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Definitely ask them if you would like to. But yeah, I'm really happy that I have a delayed opening. Jim, oh yeah, yeah, Jim Lee Elevate Tours. I don't think Jim Lee would do that though. Too much. That's way too much controversy from Diesel DC. Plus, I think Jim Lee is smart not to copy Diesel DC. I think somebody named John C, who was in Pennsylvania, what's it called? He literally did a video of himself from the distance from his house to an elevator. Literally, no, literally recorded himself saying, "Hey everybody, here's my house, and this is the distance to the elevator." And a lot of yeah, yes, John C. Yeah, John C. was horrible, man. That kid did not know how to use YouTube. I'm sorry, but first of all, you do not go on the internet, and I know I do stuff that doesn't make sense, but I would never say, "Hey everybody, here's my house, and this is the closest elevator to my house." You don't do that. That's just because of the climate in our country, especially with all the stupid crap that happens. You know, it's just something you don't want to be doing. Yeah, no, and he also copied Diesel Ducey too, which is not cool. And he made false claims, which don't do that either. That's not cool either. You don't make false claims about things. Remember, when you are on YouTube, you are being watched by other people. So when you have that camera in front of you, you want to make sure that you are 100% accurate about what you are saying on the internet. Then rather saying that something that's not real and that's fake, you got to have the real deal. Otherwise, it's fake, and then you get haters. So that's just how I see YouTube. But anyways, so if you guys have any questions about malls, store closings, store openings, please go ahead and type them in the chat so I can answer them for you guys. So I would do a road trip too, but obviously I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't start in front of my house. You know, Diesel Lucy I know did that too, but he didn't say his like actual address. Yeah, no. If you start a road trip like in your house and then like start the thing away, it's safer. That's how I do it, typically. So, anyways, that's that, I guess. If you guys have any questions for me to answer, please go ahead and tap them in the chat. I'm gonna actually get something going here so that we can talk about some things going on. The only JCPenney store that was announced was Craytown Center. That's the only store that we know right now that's closing for JCPenney. Gymboree is liquidating all their stores. Gap right now, no. Gymboree is only liquidating. But JCPenney did announce that the Craytown Center in North Carolina was part of the 3 store closures, so there's only 2 left. I don't know where any of them are going to be. But from what I'm guessing, it's probably going to be 2 others like in the middle of the country or something. I don't think they're going to close another one in the Northeast. I mean, if they do, yeah, I'll go to it. But right now, no. I don't think they're going to close any in the North. Yeah, the whole James Brock thing was bad too. Well, that was because of his boyfriend. I guess his boyfriend really hated him. But yeah, that was really bad of what happened to James Brock. I saw the whole dedication thing with Diesel Lucy and stuff, so yeah. But that was pretty bad. Yeah, no, I'm not giving my address away either. Trust me. I don't do that here. Trust me, I don't give away people's addresses. It's not cool. And you don't do it on the internet either. So, but anyways, I want to get off this whole address topic. Let's move on to something else here. Well, you know what? Life happens, Texas Elevator, and that's the way it had to be. Unfortunately, it's not something that you wanted. It's not something I wanted, but it's just the way that the course happened, and that's it. You know, there's nothing. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. So, anyways, we're gonna move on now to the next topic here. Yeah, probably that too. Must have not been a good friend. But anyways, I want to move on to the next topic here. What is with the National Wholesale Liquidators closings? The few that were... Hold on, let me say that again. What's with the National Wholesale Liquidators closing? The few that were in the Boston area shut down suddenly one by one. National Wholesale Liquidators filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and because they couldn't find an exit in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they went to Chapter 7, and they liquidated all their assets and closed all their stores. That's what happened. And also, people weren't shopping there enough. The company was basically just losing money, and they just couldn't afford to keep the operations going, so it just made sense for them to close. I know, I'm really excited. TRU Kids Inc. is the new name of the company. They're going to be based, I believe, in Parsippany, New Jersey, in my home state. I'm really excited. So the new company will be called TRU Kids, and yeah, that's that. What is the latest on Sears? This is a great question. Yes, so Eddie Lampert has bought Sears for $5.2 billion, and the company, as of last Friday, is saved. The jobs for right now at this very moment, the jobs are saved. 445,000 jobs remain, but that could all change because I just heard last week that Sears is actually considering closing 36 of the 200 Kmarts. So that number could very well shrink down to about 400, 390, somewhere in that range. But yeah, that is the latest on Sears. So yes, Sears is out of bankruptcy, and it's back in the hands of Mr. Eddie Lampert. So I don't know what he's going to do with the company, but as of right now, he's in the pretty good spotlight because he was able to take the company out of bankruptcy. So we'll just have to wait and see what Eddie Lampert does at the end of the day. You know, he could save the company and change the formula, or he could suck all the real estate out of the company and force it to file for Chapter 7 without him investing in the company. Because guys, if you think about it, if Eddie Lampert did not invest in Sears, Sears would have been finished. Sears would have just been wiped off the country. It would have been wiped off the planet. So if Eddie Lampert didn't make that $5.2 billion, Sears and Kmart would have been done. There was because nobody else was interested in the company. And a lot of people, aside from Eddie Lampert, were more interested in just ceasing all operations and liquidating all their assets to make as much money as they can possible from the liquidation sales. So that is why Sears was saved. Is Kohl's or Target closing any stores in New Jersey? No. No. The only Kohl's stores that I know that are closing are both in New York. One is at the Rego Park Center, and the other is at the Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream, New York. But no, I do not know of any Kohl's closing in New Jersey. The only Kohl's I knew that closed in New Jersey was the Kohl's in Princeton. I think it was at the Nassau Park Pavilion Shopping Center where the Wegmans is. That's the only Kohl's I think I know that closed in New Jersey. But I do not know of any other Kohl's closing in New Jersey. And as for Target, no, there's no Targets closing in New Jersey at the moment. So, anyways, there's a lot of things about American Dream. American Dream is expected to be huge. It's opening up in April or something, April or May, March. I don't know. It's one of those months. Yard House is going to Willowbrook Mall, so Yard House could also be looking at Westfield Garden State Plaza as a future location, but we'll just have to wait and see about that. Let's see. Also, guys, how I also find out about my closings too is I check the MJ Warren Notice website, and that's typically how I find out about my closings. Typically, Nordstrom's is closing a lot of stores. Wait, Nordstrom's is closing a lot of stores in the Northeast, and some department store outfits out of Pennsylvania. Hold on, I just need to see that question again. Nordstrom's is closing a lot of stores in the Northeast, and some department store outfit out of Pennsylvania is taking them over. Can they? What's that? Hold on. Sorry, I just need to see that response. Can they make a go of? I don't know. Yeah, Nordstrom's is closing. I don't. I'm sorry. I missed that. Sorry, I just need to check that response again. All right. Nordstrom's is closing a lot of stores in the Northeast, and some department store outfit out of Pennsylvania is taking them over. Can they make a go of that when Nordstrom's couldn't? I don't know. I haven't heard Nordstrom's closing stores in JC Penney. I'm sorry, I was about to say JC Penney. I haven't really heard Nordstrom's closing stores in Pennsylvania. Haven't heard that. I've heard Nordstrom's is closing stores, close a store, or I'm sorry, is closing a store or has closed a store in Virginia and Rhode Island. That's all I've really heard about Nordstrom's closing stores. But check here and see the Warren. I don't think there's any other Warren notices. Yeah, there wasn't any today because I think that department was closed because our state declared state of emergency and all things were closed today. But yeah, so that's why I'm doing a live stream. You know, it's it's nighttime. Yeah, I don't have to get up early tomorrow because I have a delayed opening. So life is good. Oh yeah, that is a ThyssenKrupp Mad BS button. Believe it or not. I actually bought that fixture off of eBay for my birthday many years ago. What will replace the Lord and Taylor in New York City? WeWork. It's an internet startup company. Yes. So the reason why Lord and Taylor closed in New York City was because Hudson Bay um, couldn't resist an $890 million deal from the WeWork company, and now they just opened up a flagship store on the internet, which is kind of stupid, honestly. I think it was very dumb for Lord and Taylor to exit New York City. I mean, I think you know what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to complain, and I mean, I personally think Lord and Taylor is not going to is going to have no choice but to reconsider New York City as a location. You know what it was too? The people at Hudson Bay are very money hungry, and when they see a big deal for $890 million, they're going to take up on that offer. It's unfortunate too. I mean, because think about it, the original plan was to downsize the store to 4 floors, which is fine. Okay, yeah, it's 2019, but the fact that WeWork is taking over that entire store is it's a sign of companies just sometimes companies just don't care about the stores. And the fact that Hudson Bay didn't care about Lord and Taylor on Fifth Avenue is absolutely pathetic. I think it was a very poor decision choice by people up in Canada who are money hungry because they don't give a rat's ass about New York City, which is sad. You know, but Hudson Bay would never close a store in Toronto. No, whoa, they wouldn't because that would look bad on their company. But in the U.S., screw us, and close a 104-year-old store. Ridiculous. I mean, look, I could understand an underperforming Lord and Taylor location, but when you close the iconic Fifth Avenue location, you know, they did it for money. That's the only reason why they closed that store was for money. Unfortunately, that's what things are these days. People just do stuff for money. It's sad, you know, because you know it doesn't matter how nice the store looks, how appealing it is, how iconic it is. No, they just have to say, okay, listen, here's $890 million to keep your company going for the next so and so years. You know, and they said, okay, wow, this is a lot of money. Yeah, we can close our store. We don't care. But they would never do that in Canada. It's just pathetic. It really is. It shows the leadership quality in Hudson Bay, and they've made a lot of poor decisions. Saks and Hackens, you know, and with Saks Fifth Avenue in New Jersey, we don't have a Saks Fifth Avenue in New Jersey because Hudson Bay decided to say, I heard the national business. I heard on National Business Report. Yeah. Yeah, because Lord and Taylor used to be part of Macy's, and then Macy's sold them off because they wanted value. So Lord and Taylor went from American to a Canadian company. It's unfortunate, you know. And Saks closed. Well, I could understand Saks closing the Shops at Riverside location because I mean, listen, I'll be honest, I hated that location, but the fact that that Saks Fifth Avenue exited Short Hills, that was not a good decision. But once again, that decision was influenced by none other than Hudson Bay. So clearly, Hudson Bay has full control of Saks Fifth Avenue, Lord and Taylor. But hey, listen, Saks Fifth Avenue will be opening up an American Dream, and it's not even going to be close to what Short Hills looked like. It's not. I know. Saks. It's not going to look. It's not even going to be close. It's going to be a new, disgusting, modern store. They're going to freaking put Kona in there. It's going to look like trash. I'm sorry, but you know, they okay. The shopping beside Saks Fifth Avenue, I can understand. That was a crappy location. Yes, good. Close it. But when you close the mall at Short Hills, one of the most iconic malls in the state of New Jersey, so it's sad, you know, that Saks had to close that location. But you know what? I'm not running the company, and it's unfortunate that these people they don't care about these iconic stores. You know, it's just you're just another store trying to make money. It's very unfortunate, but that unfortunately is the climate of retail in 2019. I was about to say 2018. You know, it's just unfortunate. I mean, it's these great buildings with the architecture and the experience. You know, it's just sad, but you know, it's whatever. Anyways, if you guys have any more questions to ask me, please go ahead and type them, and I will be more than happy to answer them. In the meantime, I'm going to see what I can find. By the way, Shake Shack opened up this week at Wayne Town Center, in case if you guys didn't know. So, I don't think anything else. Oh yeah, the Burlington Town Center. I'm not Town Center. I'm sorry, Burlington Center Mall. The original owner, the current owner, sold it for $22 million. Murray Hill Parkway. No, I didn't film that. So, but yeah, the Burlington Center Mall, the most deserted mall in the state of New Jersey, was just sold to another company for $22 million. What will replace Sears at the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey? Sears is not. That Sears is not closing. I hope you know that. Toys R Us, I think, is going to come back. They might go back into that location. I don't know. It'd be nice though to see them back at that store. I don't see. I did not hear anything about Sears closing at Willowbrook Mall. I don't think Sears is closing at Willowbrook Mall. I did not hear that at all. If it was, I guess I would go. I heard that through the grapevine. I don't think Sears is closing at the Willowbrook Mall. I haven't heard that Sears is closing there. Plus, they just got finished renovating that store with Dave & Buster's and all the other stuff. Do you think there's much hope for Bon-Ton coming back? Probably not. Maybe the other brands, but definitely not Bon-Ton. I don't see Bon-Ton coming back. I'm sorry. I think Bon-Ton is officially dead. I think there's just too much competition. There's other department store chains in the area. I just think Bon-Ton was just too small of a company. Yeah, they had other brands and stuff, but I don't see Bon-Ton coming back. They might revive the other brands, but not Bon-Ton itself. I can actually look that up for you right now. By the way, guys, I have a really nice setup I've been meaning to show you guys. Yes. My documentation on Sears and Hackensack is back on the shelves. Is Bon-Ton coming? I don't know. There's talks about it coming back, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, I wanted to actually show you guys my setup here. Just give me 1 second. We'll replace Saks at Short Hills. On the lower level of Saks is a store called what's it called? Indigo Books and Music, but the upper level doesn't currently have a replacement. So anyway, upper level doesn't currently have a replacement. So anyways, guys, I wanted to show you my setup really quickly. So yeah, guys, this is my monitor I got, and it's pretty cool. Obviously, that's my laptop down there, and this is the monitor right up here. It's a pretty cool setup. I got a keyboard and I got a mouse as well. It's pretty cool stuff. It's a new setup. I actually got the monitor. Somebody was throwing it out. Actually, no, they weren't throwing it out, but I had a friend who was downsizing, and he gave me the monitor. It's pretty cool. Oh, hello there, Mohammed. How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you on the live stream. The Kmart actually on Route 17 is slated for demolition. Believe it or not, as crazy as that sounds. The Stop and Shop, the Stop and Shop that used to be a Grand Union, could very well be knocked down in the near future. According to a PDF that I saw, the plans call to knock down the Stop and Shop, the Dollar General that's there, and the old the Kmart and Grand Union, currently the arena that's there. That whole shopping plaza on Route 17 South, when you begin to enter the Paramus Route 17 corridor, is expected to be knocked down, and Stop and Shop will be. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. Are there still Sears stores stocked for the spring and summer? I would assume, yeah. Well, now that Eddie Lampert won the company, it's, I think for now Sears is good. For now, that could change within the next month or so. But for right now, Sears is good. Although Eddie could pull something. Eddie could pull something next month where he says, "Well, I'm not really interested in Sears. I've sucked all the real estate out of Sears." So yeah. Well, I've seen Sears at the center. Salisbury is going. Oh wow. Yeah, it's just it's kind of ironic too. They're both being knocked down for supermarkets. It's kind of ironic. One's being knocked down for a Stop and Shop, and the other's being knocked down with a ShopRite. What will replace the Sports Authority in Paramus, New Jersey? Well, you could actually be referring to two sports authorities in Paramus: the one at Paramus Park, or the one by the IKEA and Bed Bath & Beyond and Christmas tree shops. The one at Paramus Park got replaced by a Floor and Decor place. Right now, the other sports authority does remain abandoned, but I have been hearing some rumors that they want to try and split up that space. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I hear these days. Yeah, companies are going bankrupt because of Amazon. Because of Amazon, I think I hear that like six or seven times a day. These are going. It's going bankrupt because of Amazon. It's going bankrupt because of Amazon. Because of Amazon. Like, my God. Yeah, the internet's really become a big thing. But yeah. So both the Kmart in Elmwood Park and Paramus the Elmwood Park one I believe has already been demolished. I haven't been there recently, but I believe as of sometime in December it's been demolished. A ShopRite supermarket is expected to be built on the other side of where Kmart was, and that ShopRite is relocating from Fairlawn into Elmwood Park, so that ShopRite can have a one-level store and one-level parking. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. So anyways, getting back to what I was saying. So, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Sears. Hopefully Eddie can save the company. I read on Newsday website that Stop and Shop is taking over King Cullen. Yes, King Cullen is merging with Stop and Shop. I believe from what I heard, some King Cullen supermarkets will close and they'll just remain abandoned, and some will be converted into Stop and Shop. From what I've read at least. But yeah, very sad. An iconic Long Island supermarket is being eaten up by a corporate supermarket. That's how it goes now. Any small chain supermarket is just eaten up by a bigger corporation. It's a real shame too, honestly, but sometimes there's nothing that you can do about it. So I do apologize about that. My family member of mine is a little bit sick, trying to get over a cold. So that's the coughing you hear. If you can hear the coughing in the background. If you guys have any other questions, please go ahead and type them up in the chat. I'll definitely be more than happy to answer them. Things from my store to close at the mall. A lot of these like small stores are closing. Not that I really care about them, but yeah, it's still kind of sad. I care more about the big box stores because it's cooler, and there's more you can see. The small stores, not so much. So yeah, I really haven't heard anything else about closings. The old Acme, Bergenfield, and Paramus is going to be Lildy. I heard about that. Maybe Lildy will go into the former Pathmark in Hackensack, but I think the problem is the Pathmark is so close to Hackensack. What are the stores announced in American Dream? I can give you a brief taste. Saks Fifth Avenue, Lord & Taylor, Hermes, and I don't know. Saks Fifth Avenue, Lord & Taylor, Hermes, Microsoft, Zara. I heard H&M is going in there. Saks Fifth Avenue, All Fifth, Century 21. Just a couple of names. There's going to be a movie theater there. There's going to be an indoor rink. There's going to be a ski slope, a Nickelodeon Universe theme park. There's also going to be a DreamWorks water park. And there's going to be, I believe, a Pepsi Ferris wheel. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. I'm definitely going to check it out when it opens. It'll be really cool to see it when it opens. Man, it's what I've grown up with my whole life, pretty much. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to finally walk in there after all these years. I mean, I was gonna have birthday parties there, but now I'll get to see my future shopping mall. That's gonna be. I'm actually very close to it too, so it's gonna be much easier to get to than going to like Westfield Garden State Plaza. But I don't think it's gonna take away from Westfield Garden State Plaza though. But the Paramus malls do need to up their game because they're gonna have some serious competition. It's the largest. Yeah, I know. It's American Dream. I think is supposed to beat that record. Stop and Shop is owned by a Dutch-based Royal and a Hold group. Is there financial advantage? I think so. If they're owned by a bigger corporate company, yeah, that's probably why they were able to buy King Cullen. So, but that's, I mean, bigger companies can buy smaller companies. It's smart and stupid at the same time. It's smart because the bigger company gets bigger, but the little tiny company just fades away into the air, pretty much. Like how like when you can take and this is a great example. You know how you can take like really like hot boiling water, and I saw this on a video, and you take it out and it's really cold outside, and then you take that and you pour it outside, and it actually doesn't even go on the ground because it's so cold out. It actually goes into like really like smoke, like vanish. That's what like a small company does. It just vanishes away. Like it never existed. Like very quietly, something like that. But anyways. Oh man. Well, I'm pretty happy though that I have a delayed opening tomorrow though. It's nice. I get to enjoy that. I did that a couple of weeks ago. LOL. Yeah, when it's cold out, it's kind of like what happened to a lot of Sears stores and other stores that are closed. They just vanish away, just like that. It's a great example. W, the letter W. Oh boy, who does not like the letter W? Can I do it? Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that, guys! I'm making a W. I'm making the letter W. I'm very proud of that. I wonder what the next question is going to be on the chat. There's a joke for you right there. What will replace the Sears at Paramus Park and Nanuet? So the Sears at Paramus Park will be replaced by a Stu Leonard supermarket on the first level with a very small mezzanine, and an unnamed movie theater will be moving in on the second floor. As of right now, my guess on that is Regal Cinemas. Now, as for the Sears at the shops in Nanuet, well, that right now, my friend, is unknown. But when there is an article about that, you can guys promise I will make a video about what is moving into the Sears at the shops at Nanuet. So you guys just have to wait for that video to come out. So, anyways. I read that Stop and Shop is considered a smaller chain. I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's not a smaller chain. They have a lot of Stop and Shops in New Jersey. There's one I think there's one in the town right next to me. There's another one a little bit more north of here. Yeah, they're all over the place around here. Although ShopRite is the #1 supermarket in New Jersey over Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop is like smaller, and I think Stop and Shop entered New Jersey because of Grand Union. But I think the #1 supermarket in New Jersey, the #1 supermarket in New Jersey with just your basic needs is ShopRite. Hands down, they have the best prices, the best everything. That's what they just. I think what's great about ShopRite too is it's about family and quality, and they just do it right. That's what I like about ShopRite. I love their atmosphere. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Acme charges a hell of a lot more for their grocery goods. And you know what it is to Acme's in Philadelphia. Well, Sears. Yeah, I'll have to see about going there. While Sears was in bankruptcy, many other companies were struggling. JCPenney got much worse. Your documentation and Wayne, we just have it goes. Yeah, I guess I would probably do Wayne, considering it's the closest store to my house because JCPenney closed in Paramus. But yeah, I would consider that. I would. And let me actually finish answering that previous question. Hello there, Ultra Eric. But yeah, as I was saying, ShopRite is just hands down better. Acme is a Philly-based company, and ShopRite hands down is just much better. Their customer service is great. It's just everything I like about ShopRite, the fresh produce and all that stuff. Oh, you're sick? Oh, feel better, man. I'm pretty good, but feel better, man. But yes, ShopRite hands down the best company the best supermarket company in the state of New Jersey, the best everything. I really like ShopRite. So that's just my opinion, though. But yeah, if I were to ever document JCPenney and Wayne, yeah, we'll have to say Pin W Elevator. He was an elevator filmer based in Seattle. Unfortunately, he had to close his YouTube channel for mental health reasons, and he just needed to take the next leap in his life. Somebody who was a close friend of him who was still in the community explained to me he had to quit because of good reasons. He actually had pretty good reasons, though, to close his YouTube account, but he made some pretty good damn videos. So, but he will be missed, and he will be remembered as a really great member to the community. And, he was Seattle-based, too, which is one of the fastest-growing cities in America right now. Oh, Seattle this summer. Yeah, I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of good things about Seattle. I've never been there, but I hear it's a really good city to go to. It's where the money is, and I think a big part of that is because of Amazon. Honestly, it's funny. All roads lead back to Amazon. It's amazing, right? I'm just looking to see here. Yeah, and the reason why they do have some neat elevators. Now, that's okay, not a problem. Um, Now, the reason why I think the Wayne JCPenney documentary would be interesting for me is because that store has 70s decor, and we don't have that around here, so that would be kind of cool if I decided to go there and film that store. But like I said, I'd have to wait and see. No, we don't have any Safeways in my area. I think there may have been one in South Jersey at one point, but no, we don't have any Safeway supermarkets in my area, unfortunately. The only supermarkets we have in my area is Aldi, Lildy, Trader Joe's, Uncle Giuseppe's all the way up in Ramsey. If you want to get really enthusiastic about supermarkets, um, we have what's another supermarket we have in our area? Lildy, Aldi, Acme, Stop and Shop, Shoprite. Um, I can't even think of the other ones. Oh, and I think there's a couple third. Price Right, that's owned by ShopRite. So yeah. Oh, Pathmark is coming back. Oh, really? Really? Pathmark coming back. I heard they got bought by somebody, but I don't know if they're coming back. I haven't heard. Let me actually look that up right now. Pathmark's coming back. Speaking of which, the 4-year anniversary on Pathmark closing at what's it called? What was I gonna say? Pathmark closing in Hackensack. The 4-year anniversary of that's coming up. Pathmark coming back. Let's see. Vermont, Ball Square, and Dixon City, Pennsylvania, had been permanently closed. Yeah, I think that Sears closed in February. Right now, excuse me again. As of right now, the only Sears liquidation sales that are occurring is the round of stores that was announced in late November, with those stores concluding the liquidation sales in the beginning of March. So most likely, the final day for the remaining 40 stores that are expected to close will be in March. So that will be that. Just looking to see if we have any other things. Guys, like I said, if you want to keep typing up in the chat any other questions you guys want me to ask, I'll be more than happy to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Market Basket. I haven't heard of them. Yes, I think that was the round of Sears closures, which are expected to conclude sometimes in March, if the iconic Hackensack Sears ever closes. Yeah, I think I could declare then. Yeah, it'll be the end of Sears, because that Sears and Hackensack has really dodged a lot of store closing lists. Do you have any Boscovs in our area? No, the closest Boscovs is Woodbridge Center. Yeah, that was the list. But yeah, no, we don't have any Boscovs in our area. The closest one is Woodbridge Center in Woodbridge, which is in Middlesex County, about a 40-minute drive south of here. So anyways, other stuff I wanted to talk about today, guys. Possible mall trip this weekend, yes. Possible mall trip to Brunswick Square could be in the works for this weekend. I might be visiting that mall very briefly and quickly. I have an event down there, and that mall is quick to get through. So, anyways, I have found... That has nothing to do with Uniqlo closing. The reason why... Okay. I need to get this clear. The reason why Uniqlo closed at Westfield Garden State Plaza was because the lease was too expensive. Yeah, I heard about Markel burning down in Elmwood Park. Very sad. Every fire department in Bergen County responded to that one. But the reason why Uniqlo closed at Westfield Garden State Plaza was because the rent was a bit high for Uniqlo, and General Growth Properties, Brookfield, whatever you want to call it, had a better deal for Uniqlo to go from for Uniqlo to get a 13,000 square foot spot. Sorry, that's my phone going off. Well, I don't know. It's still kind of sad that Markel burned down. It was an iconic thing in Bergen County. But the reason why Uniqlo closed was because of leasing. The lease was just too damn expensive, and Brookfield GGP offered them a better lease at Paramus Park, and they can get a much smaller store. So Uniqlo, once again, is going from 46,000 square feet down to 13,000 square feet of retail space. Market Basket is very successful, very busy. My Stop and Shop closed because all the combination, though, it wasn't a super Stop and Shop. If Kohl's was to close in a store in an area, which one would it be, and would you document it? Ooh, that's a very good question. If it was 2 floors, maybe. Maybe the Paramus one if it was closing. Oh, yeah, Ricky's doing good. He's doing good. Unfortunately, he's not here on this live stream. This is just me. I'm just flying solo today. Yes, Toy City. That was a short run store during the holidays. But let me actually answer that previous question. They run 6 days through the Blue Laws in Westfield GSP. Well, the Blue Laws it's not just for Westfield Garden State Plaza; it's for the entire county. The Blue Laws. But yeah, if Kohl's were to, yeah, would Kohl's. I don't pass Meiji a lot. But what's that? Would close in Jersey City? Probably not. I don't see Kohl's shutting down Jersey City. Trust me, Newport Center is a very profitable mall. I think, I mean, personally, I think that's literally the closest Kohl's store to Manhattan. I don't see them exiting that mall anytime soon. Yeah, American Dream is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to American Dream. I'm gonna wait. Got to wait and see what that's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Kohl's. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think Kohl's is gonna be at that mall and stay for a while at least. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kohl's closed in Secaucus because you know what? I was there right after Christmas and it had absolutely no foot traffic. I'm really surprised that it wasn't on that closing list. So, anyways, you know, so if you guys have any more questions for me to answer, just type them in the description. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Yeah, because that's an international mall. Simon Westfield and Make Eric are not going to own properties out there. They're a lot of them are U.S. based companies in North America. I don't think they're interested in those malls. I think that's all different real estate out there in foreign countries. Schindler maintains them. Well, whatever. Isn't it beautiful that Cheeseburger in Paradise is still in Secaucus? Yes, it's actually it's you know Cheeseburger in Paradise, and I'm gonna get into this because this is just really interesting. Cheeseburger in Paradise. This is my quick 30-second story of Cheeseburger in Paradise. Cheeseburger in Paradise started in 2002 with 18 locations, and then in 2000 and something, I think it was I can't remember. I think it was like 2000. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, 2002. Cheeseburger in Paradise started. And then in 2009 they got sold to Paradise Restaurants LLC, and then they got sold to Lubby's with Jimmy Buffett no longer having ownership. Then Lubby's closed locations between 2012 and 2013. Lubby's then shut down another round of locations in 2014, and then only had about 9 locations. And then waited about 4 years later, actually on my 18th birthday, believe it or not, they closed the last 7 remaining locations. And then in October, they closed the Omaha, Nebraska, and then they were down to Secaucus. So that's how we're down to 1. It's a very interesting story. I don't think that Cheeseburger in Paradise is going to be closing anytime soon, because according to a spokesman, they said it's their most profitable restaurant, which I'm not surprised about because, I mean, it's the Northeast and it's close to New York City. So, of course, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. What will replace the Toys R Us and Paramus? Maybe, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Toys R Us could very well make a comeback in that spot. I'm not saying they could go for Route 4 again because that was bought out by Raymore and Flanagan, but they could very well go back into their Route 4 location. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because I think that's a perfect location for them to go into. So, anyways, that's my take on Toys R Us and Babies R Us. And by the way, the new company for Toys R Us is called TRU Kids Inc., which is going to be based in Parsippany, New Jersey, with all the same executive leadership coming back. Did someone call my name? Oh, I honestly thought somebody called my name for a second. It's Allen Universal, and yeah, I don't go to foreign countries like I said. Other than the only foreign countries I've been to is the Bahamas and Cancun, Mexico, for a week. stayed at the Hard Rock hotel. I was about to say hotel and casino, but I stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel. Sears hasn't been picked apart by Wall Street. I know. Well, what can you do? At the end of the day, it's about money. It's not about how the stores look, right? It's about the money. It's about the money, of course. I'm sure they will. Have you been to King's Supermarkets? No. Have you been to Toronto? No. I may have been to a King's in Ridgewood at one point, but no, I have not been to Toronto. Unfortunately, I have not been to Canada. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about it. So, but no, I haven't been there. I know where Reading is. I actually almost went out there one time and just I had an event that day and I couldn't. So that's what happened with that. Unfortunately. If you guys have any more questions, please go ahead and ask away. Yeah, I'll think about it. And I'll put the link in too if I decide to put it up. Well, I like that the Montgomery Cone elevator, the French effects. I will. I'll definitely take a look at it. Yeah. I want to make sure that I like to pick long documentaries. Yeah, I'll take a look at it again. Renaissance Tower near me isn't extremely careful to film. The shoes I documented now. What? For office purposes, yeah, probably. That's what happens with any anchor store. Honestly, I do not like Amazon. Is the children's place closing? No, I don't think the children's place is closing. You know, guys, it's funny. We haven't done one of these live streams in a while, and I do apologize. I like doing them with Ricky, but sometimes I can't get the full information out. So I'm glad I'm doing this solo today. So, but hopefully for the next one he'll be back. Oh God, another delay in American Dream. Well, no surprise there, but I'm not surprised. Maybe bonus clip. The only time I would ever go out to Broadway Commons is if that Macy's store decides to shut down. That is the only time I would go out to Hicksville. Other than that, I would not go there. The only time I'd go to Broadway Commons is to see Macy's closing. Oh, the receptionist told me. Do you like donut chains down? I don't. I am not a fan of Dunkin'. I'm sorry, but Dunkin' really lost their flavor on donuts, and the reason why is Krispy Kreme. Yes, Krispy Kreme is opening up a location very close, um, to my very close to where I live. And they're actually opening up in a former bank, and I am so excited for Krispy Kreme, guys. You have no idea. You know what I like about Krispy Kreme? They make the donuts in house. Yes, guys, they make the donuts in the house. they make the glazed donuts, and that's what I love too. And I am so excited for them to open up. You know what would be great too? If they started the construction now and to have that done by Memorial Day weekend, I think that'd be great. I've heard of Tim Hortons, but I think Tim Hortons is like based more north and like in Canada or something. But yeah, Krispy Kreme is the best. And you know what it is too? They focus on the quality and the donuts. What Dunkin' does is they focus on other things besides donuts, and it's a real shame too, because I mean Dunkin' Donuts, like that's the first place you would think of to get donuts. But yeah, Chick-fil-A is another really good place. Not that I go there a lot, but you know, it's still pretty good. I like their waffle fries. They're pretty good. But yeah, Krispy Kreme is my go-to donut place. Lowe's is opening up in Hanover. Oh, Lowe's. Oh yeah, Lowe's Home Improvement. Yeah, they're all right. My dad has not had a great experience with them. I think one time something with customer service. Tim Hortons is owned by the same company as Burger King. They also own Popeyes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I've never been to Tim Hortons before. BJ's Wholesale Club. Yeah. Oh, Whole Foods is opening up in Parsippany. Nice. Yeah. I think Krispy Kreme though is gonna do really well here. I think so. Chris, any stats about the Uniqlo and in Paramus Park? As of right now, no. But I can say that the walls are up. Um, by where Sears used to be, and it says Uniqlo opening up in spring of 2019. What is Krispy Kreme? Well, Krispy Kreme, by the way, is spelled with a K, but it's spelled with two Ks. Krispy Kreme is a very here. I'll look it up. Krispy Kreme. It's just this fantastic donut chain. Krispy Kreme is an American donut company and coffee house chain that was founded in the Southwest in Salem, North Carolina. And they make some good donuts. I'm sorry, but they really do. They really do make some good donuts. I'm not trying to be like a dedicated fan, but the freshness of them, and they're very well known for like hot donuts. So when you like go to the Krispy Kreme, you can find the hot donut sign. That's what I like about Krispy Kreme. But I think they're a private held company. So, but I really hope they can make a decent comeback because I love Krispy Kreme more than Dunkin'. You know, and they make the glazed in house. They change up the flavors of the glaze. It just tastes so good. It's better than Dunkin'. It is better than Dunkin', and I'm sorry to say that. There's another donut shop that I think it's in New Milford. BJ's is a child of the old Zayre discount chain as Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Oh, BJ's Wholesale Club. It's all right. We have a store in East Rutherford, and it's okay. It's nothing exciting, honestly. There's a lot. I don't like the parking lot of that store, and it's just I don't know. I don't really like that BJ's. I prefer the one in Paramus if I have to go there, but I think my favorite wholesale club is Costco. Interesting. Lowe's probably not. No, like I said, Lowe's is just hardware. It's just like tools and stuff. It's not really something to document. Plus, they have a whole bunch of security in that store. I probably wouldn't document it. It's nothing. It's nothing that crazy. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but Dunkin', their quality has gone down, and now the only thing that Dunkin' focuses now on is the coffee, and not the donuts. And it's really sad too, because they're milking on something because everybody likes the coffee versus the donuts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We all know what happened with Riverside. Freaking, I'll go over this one really quickly. Yeah, I filmed the ThyssenKrupp elevator at the shop's Riverside. Security guard got mad. The supervisor was over there. They threatened to call the cops on me because I was filming an elevator, which would have been a stupid reason to waste the time of the Hackensack Police Department. You know, to waste their time because some gentleman is taking photos of elevators. Yeah, like I said, Dunkin' has focused on their coffee versus being part of being on the donuts. And it's a real shame too, because they could have been, see, Dunkin' could have been that chain where they make the donuts in house, but instead they just get a shipment and they throw them on the shelves and that's it. It's a real shame too. And you know what the other thing too is, because Dunkin' doesn't use the glazing on every single one of their donuts, the donuts become really hard and stale. And not only that, they become hard and stale very quickly. So that's why I don't like Dunkin'. I stopped going there. The only time I ever go to Dunkin' now is to just get the hot fresh food. I never go for donuts. It's a shame too. But you know, like, companies change and they favor profits over quality. It's a shame. But some companies are tracing back to quality, such as Krispy Kreme, as I'm reading right here on Wikipedia on my monitor. So, anyways. All right. It's 9:20 now. Oh wow. Wow. I would hate to end this thing. Man, 3. Life happens. You just you just have to go with it. It sucks, but you just have to go with it. Yeah, they deliver from a central location. They don't make them in store. It's a real shame too. But yeah. Yeah, the Kmart incident was because that woman she just had no right to do that to me, and then the stupid security was because because they freaking saw me filming. Who cares, man? It's like stupid. Do you like McDonald's? It's okay. It's not great. McDonald's, it's all right. Yep, there was that too, where the manager told me I could not take pictures in the store. It was an old woman. I'll never forget that moment. I haven't told her, I drove 45 minutes to get here, but she was not budging. I hate when people do that, where they don't budge, like they don't like give you. Yeah, it's just like stupid. I still filmed anyway. I don't give a rat's ass what she says. I'm sorry, but she was gonna get fired anyway. She was getting laid off, so it didn't really matter. But clearly, she thought that protecting the store for security reasons and terrorism, because some terrorist is gonna go attack a store that's liquidating. Anyways. So if you guys have any last minute questions, we're getting to almost the hour and 10 minute marker here, and I kind of got to do stuff before tomorrow, and so if you guys have any last minute questions, please go ahead and type them. We're gonna keep this stream going for about another 5 minutes, and then I think I'm going to wrap up the stream for the right. Do you like anime? No, I tried liking anime. It's not my thing. Do you like Ebum? No. What? Popped in my head. I forgot to mention that money. I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that one, Walter Eric. Sorry, man. Do you like Kmart, Target, or Walmart? Probably Walmart. I prefer Walmart most of all. How long do you think the Kmarts in Wayne, Westwood, and West Orange will last? There's a lot of W's there. I don't know. Um, probably the Westwood one. I don't know which Kmart's gonna close. I know they're gonna be releasing a list sometime either this week or next week of the Kmart's that they're closing. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with those Kmart stores. So, but probably Walmart and Target. Although Walmart is you know, that kind of stuff. So, anyways, but I think Target a little bit more because the quality is a little bit better than Walmart. It's kind of more of like a store. Let's see. Perfect. Sorry about that. There's a lot of spammers on here. So. All right. I think we are going to go ahead and end the live stream here. So, anyways, any updates on the national wholesale? This is the last question I am going to answer for tonight. Any updates on the national wholesale liquidators and Loda? I respect your opinion, sir, but however, I love to shop due to my cheap taste. As of right now, no. Urban Edge right now owns the building, so they're going to lease whatever's on the first and second floor, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So, alrighty, guys. Anyways, thank you again for watching Q&A live stream number 19. Thank you guys so much for watching the Q&A live stream. Glad I got to answer everybody's questions.